Hello everybody and welcome back to Fightclubbin. This is a new small series I'm going to be doing every once in a while, intermixed with PvE and PvP. This is where I host fight clubs through the Steam group that I've created and posting on Reddit. And this is going to be a problem, because if this thing doesn't buffer fast enough, it's going to be difficult to read it. For those who are wondering, I'm actually doing the post commentary in post. So we are watching the video while we are commentating for it, and because I'm running it through my video editing program, it might lag. So we'll see how this goes. Let's get started. So first up is going to be me versus, I believe, Draugr, one of the first people who showed up to the fight club. And I put a bunch of Prism Stones for this one, but later on the Prism Stones kind of vanished because, well, let's just say I die a few times. So I try to nail him with the Dark Fire and end up catching him with a roll on my claw. We both end up circling a fair amount during this duel and trading. But he wins out, of course, because straight swords are better at catching people. The only thing they can keep up with the straight sword is a dagger, a rapier, or a claw. But only if you're fronting it, and you'll usually lose the trade on the claw because claws do not have high counter damage. I believe it's only 110 or 120. Oh, so we had a backstep cancel out of a spell cast and out of a slash into a double roll. So both of us are really trying to play games with each other's minds here. So I switch over to my Bone Fist to try and psych him out and completely whiff my running attack. He catches me on my roll and punishes my whiff quite hard. And there we go. Double backstepping. It's definitely a good thing to do. So that was the first fight. Next up, we have Ha versus Draugr. Ha is using the Iron King Hammer, along with the gold. Looks like the Watcher's Shield? Or Throne Defender's Shield? Yeah, Watcher's Shield. There we go. And he is wearing the Ring of the Living, because Fashion Souls. And I don't know why I zoomed out here. Unfortunately, I don't have binoculars for this one, otherwise I'd be using them instead of a twin-head great bow for it. I think I was messaging somebody. As you can probably guess, I am talking throughout the Steam group on this one, so that I can communicate with all the fighters. So we've got another matchup against Ha and Draugr here. Draugr has used Sunlight Blade on his left-hand weapon and then resined his right-hand weapon. He is using the Hyde Knight Sword and the Sunlight Straight Sword, whereas Ha is, of course, still using his Iron King Hammer with a fire buff on it. This is, of course, the first time I tried doing something like this, so I will be changing a couple things as we go forward on this one, such as I will definitely always have the binoculars or a bow to watch the action better, because I like the way my character looks, but staring at the back of him ain't too much. So back to the fight now. We've got Ha at about half health, and I think Draugr is at... I don't know what he's at, but Ha's in a bad situation. He just triple backstepped, which is... there he goes. I call that panic backstepping. So now we've got me versus Draugr. I should probably take this time to say it. You can probably hear the clicking of my keyboard at this point. Normally I keep my microphone muted during a recording, but I discovered with this that I actually have a problem with my threshold settings, that it would pick it up, so future ones of this will also have a disabled mic. I'm talking more about my recordings than I am about the fight, so let's focus on that. Me and Draugr are circling each other, trying to basically bait each other into doing something stupid. I try to fire breath him, but forget that he's wearing Drangleic, so he has a lot of poise, so I can't really stagger him with it. We get a decent amount of trade, but unfortunately I'm trying to bleed him and not getting it. As you can see, my left-hand weapon is a bleed weapon, and I'm wearing the Shadow Gauntlets. Excuse me, I'm sorry. And there I go again. And there's Ha coming in with a great sword to pop Draugr off on the side. Me and Ha again. He's got a Poison Sanctum Mace. We have a very interesting trade with the running lance attack to my special R2. He does a spin combo and misses. I try to uppercut him, and he punishes me for it quite hard. Unfortunately, you can see my poison resistance is going nowhere, and we traded again for the sweep of the Drakewing Ultra and the side. So we've got Ha and Draugr again. Draugr's still using his two lightning swords, and Ha has switched over to the great sword, which, with strength weapons, you really have to play a bit more defensively. Ooh, nice parry. Oh, I think he was trying to knock him off. Well, he landed that one. But with strength weapons, it's really about, especially big, slow ones, it's about spacing with your opponent so that you can either catch them on a roll, catch them in the sweet spot, which for the Ultra Great Sword like that one, that's the middle of the blade, actually. If you clip them with the end, it does less damage. Ooh, Draugr's on a magic pixel of health. Trying to be cheeky with the bow there, huh? So they're circling each other quite a bit, and I'm pretty sure... Yep, there we go. There goes Draugr. Next up, it's me versus Ha again, and this time I decided to power stance my curved mill greatsword along with the dragon greatsword. It's a very frightening combo, but unfortunately, I'm not very good with curved. Good delay. See, my microphone came unmuted. If I land that L2 right there, though, it does about 900 to 1100 damage or more. So yeah, I'm on low health here. He's on high, medium health. He's got about half of his health left. So I'm trying to bait him into swinging, where he can't do anything, and then of course he pulls out a straight sword. Because what do you do when your opponent's low on health? Well, you pull out a faster weapon. Tries to do some bow. I try to nail him with a special, and miss. I think that makes me going 3 or 4 and 0 right now, so I'm not doing too hot. Got another matchup with me and Draugr. Very early on, I ended up fighting Draugr and Ha a fair number of times due to the fact that we didn't have too many people for it. As you can see, we are fighting in the Hyde's Tower of Flame location, whereby I chose this location for this fight club because I personally hate the Iron Keep Bridge. I'm sick of it. I think it's... Well, there I go again. I think it's cancer on the eyes. It's very painful to look at. The red contrast is very aggressive, so it's good for fighting, but... cheeky hit there. But it's very painful, so this is much more scenic to look at, and in terms of an arena, this is much better. It's a big, circular arena with no railings, so if you're not smart, you'll get knocked off. In fact, I almost get knocked off in a later clip. So I've switched over to the Black Dragon Great Axe, and he's using a great sword. So we've got some interesting trading going on here. Both of us are using slow weapons. Mine's completely unupgraded, though. I think it might be a +2 weapon at this point. I know I have it fully upgraded now because I was practicing yesterday for Blood Brothers, which I'm recording the same day as this commentary. So we're trading off, and you can see got another fight sign right there. So I get some cheesy Dragon Breath for some extra damage. And he's on low health, I'm on high health. I'm trying to just catch him out without getting caught myself. But I do, and I get punished hard for it. I've got about half my health left. Buff myself up. As you can see, I have enough stamina to get 1 or 2 swings remaining. We trade on our double R2, and I win. So there's my first victory. We've got Ha, and I forget if this is yeah, it's Draugr. He switched over to a greatsword with Sunlight Blade on it, while Ha is using the King's Ultra Greatsword. It's a sword that deals strike damage, which is very unique, because there's no other sword class weapon that does it. And I'm aware that technically it's classified as a Ultra Greatsword still, but... Actually, I think it's classified as an Ultra Great Hammer. I don't remember. Ooh! Good God, that was brutal. So I stopped his charging attack there with a Dragon Breath. As you can see, I'm using a raw Black Dragon Greatsword now. So, since I've got a slightly faster weapon, I am trying to use my weapon's reach to its advantage, but I overextended my stamina right there and got punished for it. So I'm trying to guard break him if he tried an attack, get punished. A lot of what we do here is we try to predict what the opponent is going to do, and, well, either it works or it doesn't. So I tried to go for some cheeky fire breath to finish him off, but he misses his second punish, and I defeat him. So next up again, it's Ha and me, still using the Black Dragon Greatsword. I've healed up. He is now using the Mastodon Halberd, along with the Defender's Shield. So he's got me for reach, but if I can stay inside of his swing range, he can't do too much damage, because unfortunately, all halberds have sweet spots. The advantage of the Mastodon Halberd, though, is that it has a spear-like attack to it, so you can poke with it. Something unique to halberds. The only other one that has that much poking ability is the Helix Halberd on its R2. So I catch him with a rolling fire whip. And I'm not sure why he was gesturing there, but it ended up costing him his life. No, the gesture didn't really cost him his life, but it was kind of funny thinking that it did. So we've got Ha and Draugr again. Draugr is using a greatsword, though with all the lightning on it, I can't see exactly what it is. Excuse me, Draugr is using a greatsword. And Ha is still using his Mastodon Greatsword. He catches him in the sweet spot for some nice damage and goes for the guard break, roll break. He's trying to break Draugr out of his roll with the guard. So they're trying to trade each other. Spin to win. Hits 3 times, taking off a massive chunk, almost 900 health. But his backstepping does not work, and Ha is destroyed. So here we are, Draugr and me again. I get a cheeky roll punch right there. And I know a lot of people are hit and miss on roll punching, but I'd like to take a moment to talk about that real quick while we're watching this. Roll punching is quick rolling. It's canceling out part of your rolls if you roll twice. It's the same input. The difference is fist weapons have such a fast deploy time that it causes a punch. The only fist weapon that really is going to cause damage on a roll punch is the Cestus. So honestly, I don't mind roll punching. Ooh, god, that was actually a fairly good combo. I don't mind roll punching with anything but Cestuses, but really, if you ever see fist weapons, you should expect that if somebody's going to walk at you, that they might try to roll punch you. In fact, if you're a good fist user, you should be roll punching. Many people think it's cheesy, many people think it's, scummy, but it is no different than any other form of animation cancel. Whether you start swinging with an Ultra Greatsword and backstep, or you start swinging with your straight sword and immediately roll twice, it's no different. It is an animation cancel. It is just unique in that it is an animation cancel that causes damage. So with that said, back to the fight. Ha just hit me in the face with his shield, which I make him ring his ears for. I try to get him with my special. I don't. He tries to go for his double R1, L1 guard break. I go for my fire whip again. He pulls out the Smelter Sword and the Ancient Smelter Sword to try to get a rainbow finish on me. And he's trying to parry me when I had my Ultra two-handed and realized that was a bad idea. And then I got punished for it. Punish, punish, punish! I try to guard break him. He rolls out of the way. Miss again. Obviously I cut sometimes. And I whiff the R2 just because I might. The lock-on is great, but it doesn't always work. And he catches me with the double R1. I think that is the Drake Keeper sword. So we've got a new person, actually. We've got Tahoma using the Ancient and Flame with Ha's Ancient and Flame. Tahoma is on fire from Immolation. He's doing a full cosplay with the Smelter Demon. Unfortunately, no way to heal as a Red Phantom, so he is on fire. So now we really got some more people. I cut out another fight. This is a 5-man free-for-all at this point. The way we triggered this is we had them all move to the side of the arena, and I fired a great bow shot into the middle to signify the start. So we've got Tahoma using a Power Stance Ultra Greatsword. We've got Ha using the Flame Sword. We've got Draugr using his sword. We've also got Imprintifa, I believe, using the Bandit Axe and the Leather Shield. So, Tahoma, I believe, was the first person to get eliminated at this part. Oh, there goes Ha. So left are Tahoma is there. Is that a K or an H? It's a K. Takomo. Imprintifa and Draugr are all still in the running for who is the best of this 5-man free-for-all. And that's what I really love about this arena. This arena is big enough to host a 5-man free-for-all without anybody really feeling out of room, but without the ability to just run away or be not punished for staying on the outskirts of the arena. That was one thing I didn't like about the Grand Cathedral in Ivory King, is that there's no danger spots. Okay, so everyone is on 1/3 life or less, I believe. I don't know. Why am I looking at chains? Ha, I believe, is at a 3rd. Draugr... Oh, no, Ha's dead. Draugr's dead now. Draugr was at no health. Takomo is at 4th, and... I think his name is Yersh is amazing. Can't remember. So we got another one. This is a 2v2 setup whereby I summon 2 Red Phantoms, a White, and a Sunbro. Takomo is the Sunbro, using the Fume Ultra Greatsword and the Warped Sword, pairing a light weapon with a slow weapon, where he nails him with the R2 of that. Draugr is still using his sword along with Ground Shot Emit Forces, which is basically a way to catch somebody on a roll. So Takomo and Yersh is amazing are fighting each other, while Draugr and Ha are fighting each other as well. Takomo tries to go for the pop-up golf swing, misses it, and Draugr eats a riposte. But he's on that magic sliver of health, but it does not save him. I cut off the end of that because it was very long, and unfortunately, 3 hours of recording, I had a lot of footage to it. So we are on to another one. This is another 2v2. It's Ha and Draugr versus... Usually is amazing. My window isn't open. Oh. I must have had my window open during the recording back when I did this and it was a thunderstorm. I was wondering what the heck that was, because my sound set's very good, so it sounded like it was outside my window. Alright, back to the fight. Ha! Did he land that? I didn't see. So here we are, starting up another fight. So it's Takomo and is amazing versus Banana. Yeah, banana peel or feel or. And as I just said there cheekily with my microphone coming back on, ooh, backstab. Draugr pulling out the Fume and Ancient, going for them Skittles shots. I don't know what just happened to Takomo. I think he fell off the edge. Yep, according to my microphone, it did. And I think we just had Rainbow finish. Alright, Draugr and Ha again. This is one of our older pairing ups. In total, we had 5 Red Phantoms show up to this arena, including myself. So they're both on very low life. One hit will kill either of them, so now they're going to start trying to play mind games. Oh! Draugr getting skittled. As I just commented there, Banana Peel is using the Estoc, one of my favorite strength-based dex weapons. Actually, no, wait, excuse me, it's yours is using the Estoc, and it looks like Banana is using the Berserker Blade or the Black Steel Katana. Looks like Berserker, actually maybe it's Manslayer, I can't quite tell because it's red. Ooh, unfortunately, the piercing swords like the Estoc with its slash set are very good at catching people. Takomo versus Ha again. His Fume Ultra Great Sword. Catches the R2 out. Backsteps the jumping attack, which is very good timing. If he had missed that, he would have probably taken a lot of damage. Ultra Great Swords are not something you really want to try playing with unless you're confident. Otherwise, you'll take about 700 damage on a trade. So they're both on low health. A double combo could kill Takomo. Oh, maybe not. So one hit will do each of them in.
Oh, he's gonna try for a flash finish.
Yes, he is. Past me. Unfortunately, he didn't get it. There was a lot of circling around at that point, so we cut ourselves over to another fight. This is amazing versus Takomo, I think, or is it Banana Peel? I can't tell. Takomo, there we go. Always have to wait for a hit to see what the names are. So trading back, they both whiff their shots into a very good backstep, into a parry, into a riposte, into a victory. Alright, Takomo, you're shit. Draugr and Ha all doing a 4-man free-for-all fight. Which, interestingly, in free-for-alls, you end up getting points where people start... They pick one opponent, and they rarely switch, but sometimes they'll switch in and out who's fighting who, and it's very interesting to watch, which is kind of what we're doing with this one. Oh! That was a nice shot, as my past self just said. So there goes one person. Oh, no, Ha is not dead. Thought he might be when I saw the riposte. So cutting over, there goes Draugr with a double hit from both Yursh and Ha. So we've got a bandit and a light shield, switched over to the Estoc, and Ha has the Drake Keeper, didn't work. This is the final fight of the Fight Club here, coming into the home stretch. This is a 5-man free-for-all in which I participate as well. I think it's 5, maybe it's 4. We tried getting everybody in the arena, but we spent about solid 20 minutes working on it, got nothing. I catch a cheeky Dragonfire, probably could have pursued it a little bit more, but unfortunately did not. So I switch over to targeting multiple people. Nail Yursh is amazing with my double special. He backsteps, tries to parry me. Thank God he missed. I get nailed by somebody's clip attack off on the side, so I move around the outside to get a good Rima. Yersh is trying to pursue me. Switch to my Drake Wing, which I meant to two-hand. But I two-handed my other weapon there, so I just ran in and blocked with my claw, which was very ineffective. I get nailed with a fume to the back while I'm looking at the other guy. Ha is on low life. One hit and he's gone. Oof, yay, I almost got hit by that. I nail him in the butt with the special for a lot of damage. He's got almost no health. I get Cheeky Dragonfire, kill Ha. He's got no life. Your shit is annoying, and he interrupts my attack. He's on low life, I'm on low life, the other guy's on low life, but unfortunately I'm the first to go. And they unfortunately did not kill each other before I went out. I don't have any footage for this part because I forgot to record an outro, so we got a black outro for today, guys. I guess this was going to happen. As always, I've been the Voidtalon, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you want to help me out, be sure to share the video with your family and friends, and leave it a like or a comment. As always, I'll see you in the Abyss next time, and stay sharp.